Okay, welcome back again. We are going for properties. These properties are very useful when you are writing or when you are facing some like gate examinations after completion of your engineering, or if you are facing some competitive examinations based on your engineering. These properties are also very helpful, and these are very simple. We are going to prove this. How beta of m comma n is same as beta of n comma m, means it is called symmetric property. It is called symmetric property. M comma n is same as n comma m. And what is gamma of n plus 1? Gamma of n plus 1 is n gamma n. And gamma of n plus 1 is n factorial also. Gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n factorial. And it is very easy. Let us prove one by one. To prove this, we have two forms. You can take any form. You can take any form. We have two forms of beta function. I will take first form. What is the first form? Beta of m comma n is equal to, integral runs from 0 to 1. Yes. Please, x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole raised to n minus 1 into dx. Isn't it? Okay. Now what I am doing is, I want to show that beta of m comma n is same as n comma m. To achieve this, what I am doing, just look at here. I am substituting this x by or this 1 minus x by y. Either substitute x by 1 minus y or this 1 minus x by y. Whatever you can substitute. Better substitute, take 1 minus x and substitute it as a convert in terms of y. Okay. Next we are differentiating 0 minus dx equal to dy, dx equal to minus dy, just transform minus sign. Okay. Now change the limits of integration when x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, y is equal to 1. When x equal to 1, when x equal to 1, y is equal to 0. The new variable becomes integral y runs from 1 to 0, isn't it? 1 to 0. This is x becomes, just you can transform it. 1, bring y to left side minus y, minus x goes to right side plus x. So what is the value of x? 1 minus y whole raised to m minus 1. What is 1 minus x? Y raised to n minus 1. What is dx? Minus dy. And we have one property, that is property of definite integral. What is the property of definite integral? Look at. Integral runs from b to a. b to a f of x dx is equal to, the limits becomes reversed. A to b f of x dx, this negative becomes positive. What actually negative becomes? Negative makes the interchange of limits. Okay. So now this minus becomes, minus changes to what? Y runs from 0 to 1. First write this term, y power n minus 1, 1 minus y whole power m minus 1 into dy. And remember, there is a first property in definite integral. What it says is, integration of f of x dx between the limits a to b is same as f of t into dt a to b. What does it mean? By changing the variable of integration, the value of definite integral is not changed or not altered. It remains as it is. with respect to x, with respect to t, both integration have same values. So like that, likewise, by changing the variable, here the variable of the integration, or we can also call it as a integrand. What is the integrand here? Y. You can change y to again x. Wherever y, you can substitute x power 1 minus x whole raised to m minus 1 dx. And compare with the first equation and this equation. Compare with this and this. X power m minus 1, x power what? n minus 1. As per the given rule, if m comes first means m should be as a first preference. N should be second preference. Here n comes first, m comes second means this can be written as beta of n comma m. So therefore we have started with the beta of m comma n and we have shown that beta of n comma m. What is your opinion here? By changing the value of m and n, by changing the value, interchanging the value of m and n, the value of beta function is not altered. It cannot be changed. Or you can also call it as a beta function with respect, symmetry with respect to m and n. Symmetry with respect to m and n in the sense, n can be written as m can be written as n. Okay? Okay. Next, we'll go for gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. You have to go for, okay. Let us start with the definition of gamma. What is gamma definition? You have to say, first definition, 0 to infinity, e raised to minus x into x raised to n minus 1 into dx. Also, I will replace n by n plus 1. What will happen? Just replace n by n plus 1. E raised to minus x, x raised to n plus 1 minus 1. N only, isn't it? Replace n by what? N plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. There should be only n. Okay. Now, I am applying integration by parts. You people know integration by parts formula. To apply integration by parts, what is the first term, student? First term should be a what? Algebraic term. Second term should be exponential because I have hilate formula. Hilate. E should be the what? Last function and algebraic should be the first preference. First and exponential is the second function. Apply integration by parts formula. You people already aware of integration by parts. First function, integration of second function minus integration of second function into differentiation of first function. Okay, I am applying that. First function is x raised to n. Integration of e raised to minus x is e raised to minus x by minus 1. Okay. And apply the limits between 0 to infinity minus integration of e raised to minus x is e raised to minus x by minus 1. Differentiation of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1 into dx. This is between 0 to infinity. Here, substitute upper limit first. It will become e raised to minus infinity, isn't it? Upper limit becomes e raised to minus infinity. What is e raised to minus infinity? We have defined in the last class that it is 0. E raised to minus infinity is taken as 0. I told you to please go through, search this and how it is obtained. It is called, you people already aware of log 1 value is. What is log 1 value is? Okay. What is log 0 value? Log 0 value is minus infinity. It comes from logarithm function. You please go through that, you will come to know. Substitute upper limit, it will become 0. Lower limit x equal to 0. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. both will become 0. This minus minus plus, take n outside. What is remaining? 0 to infinity, e raised to minus x raised to n minus 1 into dx. We have started with the gamma of n plus 1. We have n. What about this total value? This is same as gamma of n. Gamma of n value is, integral runs from 0 to infinity, e raised to minus x into x raised to n minus 1. E raised to minus x into x raised to n minus 1. Okay? Now, we have to prove the third one, how gamma of n plus 1 becomes n factorial. Look at this formula. Look at this formula. What I am going to do is, in this formula, gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. I want gamma n value. Gamma n value means, what is gamma n value? We are not going to use gamma n value from that. You substitute n here. N plus 1 is replaced by n. What is n becomes? Okay. I have gamma of n. I am replacing n plus 1 by n. Means I am decreased by 1. What I have done? Decrease this by 1. Decrease this by what? 1. Hope you understand this. From this formula only I have get gamma of n. Okay, once you gamma of n, what is gamma of n minus 1? Decrease again 1 from this equation. What will you get? N minus 2 gamma of n minus 2. Okay. Now, further, in this formula, substitute 3. What will you get? Gamma of 3 is 3 minus 1. 2 gamma 2. Okay. What is gamma 2? Substitute 2 here. 2 minus 1 is 1 gamma 1. What is gamma 1? Gamma 1 is, this is the formula you have. Substitute n by 1. What is the answer? Gamma of 1. 0 to infinity, e raised to minus x. N value is 1. X raised to 1 minus 1 is 0. X raised to 0 is 1 into integration of e raised to minus x is between the limit 0 to upper limit is e raised to minus infinity, lower limit is e raised to 0. Answer is 1. Okay. I am substituting backwardly. Just look at. I have gamma of n plus 1. Try to concentrate carefully. What is gamma of n plus 1 value is? N into what is gamma n value? N minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1. What is n minus 1 value? N minus 2. So on. End with, somewhere end with 3 times of, 2 times of, 1 times of last value is gamma 1. And what about these values represent? These values represent factorial n. N factorial value is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on. End with 3 into 2 into 1. For example, or for instance, you can just find out 4 factorial. What is 4 factorial value? 4 into 4 minus 1. 3 into 4 minus 2. 2. 4 minus 3. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3. So this total becomes n factorial. Gamma of 1 value is 1. So therefore, it will become n factorial. Gamma of n plus 1 becomes n factorial. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can please ask.